The GLOBSEC CEE Strategic Transformation Index is a new flagship initiative of GLOBSEC Tatra Summit Conference, launched at the 2020 Tatra Summit. STI, as we call it, is a database measure of relative economic progress for the CEE region. STI is uniquely anchored in the Tatra Summit Conference, which every year unites political elites, policy experts, private sector leaders, disruptors, innovators, the third sector, simply all of the key economic actors to discuss most pressing policy challenges that the global economy faces. Thus, the Tatra Summit platform multiplies the STI's impact insofar as it acts as an evidence-based underpinning for such high-level discussions. STI is a true multi-stakeholder effort on the GLOBSEC platform. Under the leadership of GLOBSEC Chief Economist Sona Muzikarova, pooled top-notch analytical capabilities, including the Slovak Finance Ministry's Institute for Financial Policy, secured analytical input from the European Central Bank, and project feedback from the OECD.
The STI project is well-timed and its relevance is threefold. Firstly, STI falls back on the premise that the current CEE macroeconomic growth model and narrative has lost traction. Secondly, the COVID-19 pandemic has further underscored some embedded structural weaknesses. For example, vulnerabilities related to external disruption and global value chains. And thirdly, the release of funds from the Recovery and Resilience Facility is conditioned by national plans representing long-term strategic structural reforms and policies. So these three elements jointly amount to a unique historical momentum to overall audited growth model of Central and Eastern Europe. And the Strategic Transformation Index is GLOBSEC's data-based response and contribution to the ongoing strategic policy dialogue.
As a composite measure of relative economic progress, the STI covers 47 individual indicators across 9 CEE countries. Its objective is twofold. On the one hand, it identifies relative strong and weak structural areas in the economy. On the other, it monitors relative progress over time. In the nutshell, it is a very zoomed-out or holistic way to look at the standing of countries in terms of how far they've come to the strategic transformation frontier. What I mean by that is, on the macroeconomic side, leveraging these countries' openness while being externally resilient, making productivity gains, moving towards higher value-added activities, while being on a strong financial footing. But I also mean innovation-led growth, one that's green, digital, underlined by solid basics such as education. In line with that, STI can be further broken down into 8 structural dimensions, or sub-indices if you will, which is very helpful in identifying underlying pain points and pointing policymakers the right direction. STI is a regular product, updated every year before Tatra Summit, to provide a timely evidence basis for the high-level policy dialogues taking place at this platform about the challenges that the European economy is facing.